Okay, so I've had this thing for about a month, and I'm still not good at it at all. I'm mostly just working on my bowing than anything else, and I have to constantly tune it. But I'm trying to make sure that I don't do any scratching, which is really hard with the this string right here. See? It's right when I can't put any focus anymore, or I can't put any pressure on it. And then also, you can hear that, right? Okay, so you can hear when I'm going back and forth. And apparently, there are tricks to actually make sure that this is a constant sound. I just haven't learned them yet. The other things I've been trying to get are the vibrato. And I can finally move my hand again a little bit back and forth, which, by the way, I could not do before. Um, and I think the shoulder, oh, I don't even have the shoulder rest on here. It's on my other violin. Um, that has helped me a lot holding it, but I cannot. It's a bit like rubbing your stomach and patting your head. Um, Whenever I do that, I also I also vibrate the bow instead of drawing it. So these are things that I'm trying to do. I'm trying to learn how to play the violin more than I'm actually trying to learn a song to play on the violin. And the only song that I can do roughly by heart is ugh, that sounded horrible. Now I don't know, and there's also a lot of different, do you hold the bow like this, where, your thumb and forefinger are before the frog, then two on the frog, then the pinky on top here by the adjustment screw, because that's what most people say. But then other people are like, no, you should really just be comfortable. So they've got this rubber thing right here, and that's what you're supposed to do. So I bounce back and forth. And you can see, like, if I do the proper, I'm down here using the frog, and I get a little more scratchy. So I'm kind of a little bit more, but at the same time, I think I can control my string more from the proper hold. So whoops. Wait. Oh, that is way too bad. That is rough. Something's wrong with that. That is out of tune. Unfortunately, my only tuner that I have currently for the violin is on my phone, which, by the way, Fender makes a really good tuning app, and they seem to do it for each individual instrument. So there's a violin one, a guitar one, a cello one, The only problem with that is that you're buying, or not buying, sorry, they're all free. Um, you're downloading an app for each instrument, which means that a lot of the things that make that app work are redundant. So you're putting extra stuff on your phone. Now, for most people, this doesn't matter, but if you've got an older phone like mine, it kind of matters. And it's not that I don't understand technology or anything. It's just I understand that I that e-waste is a problem. So if my phone's working, why get rid of it? That sounds slightly better, but it's still out of tune. It's jingle bells. Um, Other than that, though, things are going okay. And again, I'm actually realizing things are out of tune, and I'm, getting less scratching and whatnot. And I'm trying to hit the correct strings more. So, my focus is not the typical person's focus on self-teaching violin. I'm kind of older, so I'm not like rushing to play one song and that's it. It's not much better than this out of tune 100-year-old Czechoslovakian violin. I could be wrong. It's actually a little bit. Okay, fine. Maybe it's a little bit better. Shut up. Whatever. No, you're wrong. So, both are a good buy, I guess. If you can get your hands on a 100-year-old Czechoslovakian violin with complete with 100-year-old case. I actually want to try to fix the case, redo it, make it look nice again, but neither here nor there. Anyway, I still say that the cheap violin from Amazon is worth it if you're going to learn. Uh, but if you happen to catch yourself on a really nice violin on like Amazon or Facebook Marketplace or something, or a rummage sale, even if it doesn't have strings, strings are super cheap. You can get some decent strings for like $12 on Amazon. You can get them cheaper too, but like I said, decent ones are probably going to be more expensive. I think the lowest I've seen them is for maybe $4 or $5. I'm not really sure. But yeah, I would say that it's definitely an interesting thing because like we it stood to reason why we didn't do things in the past because it cost money and it was so much more rare to be able to get a violin, right? Back 300 years ago. So I get why most people didn't have a violin, or a guitar, or a piano, or anything. But now we live in this world where you can afford an instrument, and even someone like me who's never really thought that they were capable of playing an instrument, I am having fun with it at least. So, yeah, I kind of encourage you to go out and like look at what's out there and challenge yourself. But yeah, all right, I'll see you in the next one.